so that I can get the other one. Okay, so that is, you should be very careful on how you're going to navigate so that you can have such vector, which is AB, which is the question there. Okay, so they are saying find now vector AB, then we have to start from A and then we have to end to B. So our direction notation will be, okay, so I'm starting from A and then I'm ending at B. So now what that's going to be is that how do I now find this one? Okay, so it's simple. In vectors you only add or subtract. Okay, now the fact that these vectors, this one is going the other direction, this one is going the other direction, we are just going to subtract the two vectors. Okay, now before I have to show the examiner how I'm going to move or make a direction so that I can have such kind of a vector. Okay, so we are saying that this is AB, meaning AB. So you go back where there is A, then you come back to O, and then from O you go back to B. So this is going to be AO plus. So this is going to be AO plus OB. Now, the other important information that you should be able to understand is that when you look at the navigational direction of AO, which is now opposite in terms of how the direction is written in the diagram, it is different. And the fact that it is different, it simply means that we don't have AO, but what we have is OA. So we have to reverse this one, and it changes, and we are going to change this one into OA so that we can have something as being given in the diagram. Okay, now the moment you come to the idea of changing, changing the direction of the vector, it simply means that we have now to also assign it, a new sign. Okay, so every time you have to change this direction, so that it conforms to the original given direction in the diagram, then we have to write a negative sign because we are now moving against the original direction, which is OA. So we are coming to AO. So it's more like we are colliding. We are just colliding. So this is going to be negative of this. The reason of the negative is because we have two vectors. The two vectors, they are coming and facing each other. But our idea is, what we know is that we only have vector OA but not AO. So the AO should be reversed. Now the moment we reverse the AO, it becomes the OA, and we have to give it a negative, negative sign. And this is what we have done. Plus, when you look at OB and then compares the OB with the original in the diagram, you'll discover that we have not moved against each other. There is OB and then there is OB there. So there is nothing to change in this circumstance. There is nothing that you're supposed to change. You just keep it the way it is. Now, so our OA is just the vector A, and then our OB is just the vector B. Now, once you reach there, you are done. You are done solving. All I always ask from the pupils, or rather the student, is just to ensure that you just start with the positive. Okay, I'm not saying you cross them over, you just switch them. Okay, so this is going to be that, and then this is going to be that, and then you are done solving the vector. Okay, so that's it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you have gotten 1, 2, or 3 concept that I've talked about, but if you have not understood, please don't worry. All you've got to do is just continue practicing and just see how you can be able to make direction as much as possible. Okay, so this is an introductory part to position vector, but we'll see much more of these in complex diagram. Okay, and just see how we can just navigate and make direction and find the missing vectors or